Hello, everyone. Welcome to Getting Down with Dave C. And boy, oh boy, I've got something really cool and very interesting to show you. So, last night on my Wednesday comic stream with JT Kirk, we were doing Black Panther #1 right here. And I had read this before, but I went back and read issue #1 and 2. And we only got through issue #1. But JT and I came across this letter. Well, actually, I had to show it to JT. The comics strip, Read All Comics, doesn't have the ads and stuff like that. So, anyway, I showed this to JT, and we found this very interesting, considering all the stuff that has been going on lately, especially with Mr. Mackie, Disney, Marvel, and just the absolute negative aspects that they've been showing towards superheroes and comics and agenda-driven politics and ideologies and all this stuff. And I'm not going to rant about that too much because I really just want to focus on what Jack Kirby said here all the way back in like 1976, 77. I believe this issue came out in January. Yeah, January of 77. So he probably wrote this in right at the beginning of 77 or late 76. But considering everything that's been going on, I just felt like I really needed to show this to everybody in case they had missed it. And whether you're a Jack Kirby fan or not, you may not like him, but what he says here about superheroes, referring to Black Panther and basically all superheroes, is just so on point, especially with what's been going on with you, Mr. Mackie. And yeah, I know you backtracked on what you said, but you're a grown man, and yeah, we all make mistakes. But if you're going to be getting paid millions of dollars, I'm assuming, to be Captain America, then you should be a little bit more grateful before you make those statements. I would have thought that it would have been planned out or anything like that. But anyway, I'm not going to get into him too much because you get the drift here of why I'm showing this, because I wanted to actually show it when I started reading it because I thought the letter was just cool in itself, right? I was like, oh, look. I was like, JT, have you seen this letter? This is really cool. He wrote a whole page letter with some art, really cool art. These are the characters that are in Black Panther 1. I won't get into those. You can go back and read it or just watch my video, I guess. I guess I could plug it now. So let's show you what I'm getting at here. Let's go into, I've got all paragraphs here so you can see it. In this first couple of paragraphs really hits home. The rest is just talking about the comic book, but some really closing statements that are just amazing. The new titles call for new text pages because this is his first, I guess it's his first issue back, because even on the cover it says he's back, as only Jack Kirby can do it. I know that he was away from Marvel for a while. He was just doing so much work for all kinds of people back in the day. He was really a machine getting stuff done too. He talks about sitting in front of his typewriter. There's no computers here, I'm assuming, right? 1976. And, he's just kind of doing a little intro here, talking about his new yet familiar figure of the Black Panther, for it is the Panther who must sleep and cavort about these pages to earn his new book its entrance fee into the Marvel superhero Grande Armée, which is the army of Marvel. With one new issue fresh off the drawing board and another on its way, I can only say that you're due to see the Panther the way he was originally intended to be. So, he's setting the tone here that he really cares about the Panther and how the character is going to be developed, which direction it's going to go, and how he wants it to be portrayed. But now it gets really good. This paragraph right here. You see, every character of distinction who is created from a singular format must, in my estimation, retain that format in order to survive. Wow. Hey, comic book people, how have things been going out there in the real world with modern day comics? If anybody could go out there and chime in about sales and all that. I just made this video off the cuff because I really wanted to get this comic out here with this. Like I said, I already did a review on it with JT Kirk last night, but I really, really wanted to do this video just to show this. And he continues, like a living, breathing human being, a comic superhero must forever be himself in order to fulfill his function, referring to Black Panther and whoever. Let me read that again. Like a living, breathing human being, a comic superhero must forever be himself in order to fulfill his function, which is primarily to entertain the reader, to sell comic books, and to keep all those connected with his existence from developing the Tasmanian crud. Wow. This is just, is he like foretelling? Well, he's actually trying to say here is that you can't destroy these superheroes. This is not what you can go off in all kinds of different directions, plots and themes and stuff like that. I'm not saying you can't do that, but you have to stay true to form. And if you know my Battlestar Galactica comics, you can't mess with Adama. You can't mess with Starbuck too much. And I'm not going to get into them because this is about Jack Kirby and what he said here and what's been going on. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. So the Black Panther you will see emerging from these pages is one that will take you to all the exciting, fantastic places your imagination can conjure, and why not? And a lot of people liked the Black Panther movie. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I kind of liked it the first time. I liked it better the second time I watched it, and I haven't watched it in a long time. But when we're referring to superheroes and stuff that's, I think they've just lost track on a lot of things, just from what I've seen. And I'm no expert, everybody. I'm no expert. There's a lot of people out there. RIP to clobbering times. We miss you. And a lot of people, Nick Weiser, Mark D with a C, D Bud, and I can go on and on and on. And if I forgot to mention you, I'm sorry. You get the point. Let's move on to the next block here. Now, really, he just kind of talks about some of the characters in here, but he does say, from now on, you and I are going to swing off into a wide orbit. With the characters and premises introduced in this issue, we've got a ticket on the Universe Express. And I'm going to skip a little bit. And in this setting, the Black Panther will do our exploring. He will take all the risk and during the trials he was created for. And it's just a really good setup for the comic. And he goes on to introduce the supporting cast. I'm not going to do any spoiler alerts. You can see that's above that is Princess Xanda and the character Hatch 22. Like I said, I'm not going to go into the spoiler alerts with that. We'll go to the last part here. And he talks about a little bit of what's going to happen in the next comic and moving forward. And, and there will be thrills experienced, secrets revealed. And I kind of like the way he pumps it up a little bit. He's not trying to sell it. It's the way he writes it. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. Even in his letter, you can kind of tell of his style, right? And I'm a Michael Turner fan, but, he edited, it says right here, he edited, written, and drawn by Jack Kirby. He did all of that right here. So on the last little paragraph here, and if we can wander about in his bigger than life experiences enough to gain the satisfaction of triumph, perhaps that feeling will stay with us. Like, man, that this dude, he's just not trying to sell the comic. He's really letting you know how these superhero characters can mean something to you if they're done properly. I mean, you've got bad guys, right? And good guys. Obviously, we know that. But just in general, this is so cool. And then he says, who knows? We might even find ourselves winning in the real world. So he's pumping you up to feel better about what you do or how you feel. And then he kind of plugs it because now that's really worth the price of the book. Well, you're damn right, Jack Kirby. It really is. I mean, back then it was only 30 cents. Good luck. I need to quit touching this one, put it back in its cover, because it won't be worth much and it's in good condition. So I'm going to do that actually right now while I'm talking so I don't forget. I just, you know, I haven't really thought about doing these kind of videos too much with going after actors and stuff like that. But I just felt like it needed to be said, and I just kind of held off. You know, that there's been tons and tons of videos about it, but when I brought this up to JT, we were both like, oh man, you know, we've really got to get that out there. So I didn't even script this. I'm just kind of flying off the seat here. This is actually my third take. I hope I even keep it. But with that being said, uh, so I just don't keep rambling on. Just, you know, leave a comment on what you think. And I guess I'll plug myself. If you can please subscribe, that would be awesome. I hope you liked it. If if there's parts of the video that weren't that great, as far as you couldn't read it or you couldn't see it, uh, let me know, and maybe I can do an addendum or something like that, putting the letter closer. I tried to squeeze them in the separate blocks so everybody can see them, but I think you can if you just pause it and then zoom in. With that being said, everybody, thank you so much. I hope you liked it, and I will see you later. Thank you.